Hi, this is Randall here in Texas.
And I'm Matt here in Michigan. Today, Randall and I are reviewing a new movie. We are reviewing Army of the Dead. It stars Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, Omari Hardwick, Anna De La Regura, Nora Arnez-Zetter, Matthias Schweihofer, and Tig Notaro. It is written and directed by Zack Snyder. You may know him from directing quite a few comic book movies, including 300, Watchmen, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, which Randall and I recently did a review of, as well as the 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead. Now, if you like this review, be sure to give us a thumbs up. It helps us out. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell and turn on notifications so you know when our latest videos come out.
Army of the Dead is showing in theaters for only a week, but then you can stream it all you want in Netflix. Had a $70 to $90 million budget, but we don't really know anything about box office returns that matter because it's mostly being watched on Netflix. Had mixed reviews, maybe average reviews from critics, but slightly above average reviews for audiences. It tells the story of a U.S. military experiment gone wrong, and Las Vegas is being consumed by a horde of zombies. A special team is assembled to perform a casino heist before the city is slated for nuclear destruction. Matt, this, for you, was your first time back in theaters. Congratulations!
Woohoo!
What did you think of Army of the Dead?
So that's one thing I want to get out of the way too, because this is my first movie I've seen in theaters since like March of last year. My review is probably a little bit more positive than maybe if I just watched it at home on Netflix. But you know what? I thought this was a pretty entertaining, zombie movie. Zack Snyder, he's done other zombie movies before, so I think he understands the genre pretty good. Even though, I don't think there was a whole lot of surprises for me in this film. What about you, Randall?
Well, I didn't see it in theater, so I'm just gonna say it. This is a bad movie. This is not a good movie. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. If I thought it was good, I'd be sorry, but I'm not. I'm not. It's a bad film. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Watch out, Randall. The Zack Snyder fans are going to be coming for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he's almost like Zack Snyder's got this cult of fans now that are akin to like the Tesla fanboys for Elon Musk. It's like, oh, he can't do any wrong. Like, no, he can. Every time he does the writing and directing like whole hog and comes up with a brand new story, it's slightly disappointing to me versus when he works from an existing story and he does a really, really good job.
My friend Nick, he asked me, he's like, hey, Matt, so how is the film? I'm like, it's a Zack Snyder film. And he's like, so were there half-naked people in slow motion? And I was thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? There's half-naked people. There's slow motion. Wait a minute. There are some, like, topless Vegas showgirl zombies in slow motion. So, yeah, that's in this film.
Yeah, that's in this film. I will give him props. One of the things that Zack Snyder does well in this film and most of his films, very, very well, he's very good at picking music that just goes along with the background music, especially things like Watchmen. He does an excellent job in. It's very similar to this. He does a fantastic job setting the climate with, contemporary music or remakes of contemporary music covers. And those are fantastic, and I usually get a good chuckle out of that. Like, oh, that was a perfect pick.
Yeah, I liked Zombie 2 near the end of the movie. I thought that was a really big pick for
I was like,
music.
really, Cranberry Zombie?
right on the nose, right there, whatever. But yeah, some of the things I did like about this movie, I think some of the action scenes were okay, pretty good. I think most of our characters get pretty, good like outs kind of thing. They aren't just like surprised and like taken out. They have a pretty good like build up or whatever to their death. Minus maybe a few, but I don't want to give those away in this film or whatever.
I'm sorry. I don't. I disagree. This film. Well, number one, this is just the same premise as Redneck Zombies. Let's get that out of the way.
This I don't think is quite as bad as Redneck Zombies.
It's not as bad as Redneck Zombies. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. But push that aside. What I'm saying is how you get into Redneck Zombies with a U.S. government convoy being disrupted, and then you get zombies, and in Army of the Dead, a U.S. Army or military convoy being interrupted, and then you get zombies. It's the exact same premise.
Oh yeah, I think that's intentionally too. That's what I'm saying when I say I think Zack Snyder at least gets the genre a little bit. I think Redneck Zombies is kind of like, yeah, this is it, and we're just gonna do it. Where I think Zack Snyder has some like winks and nods to different things. Like one thing that I really like about this film is, knowing a lot of fans, they come up with like fan theories and stuff like, oh, I wonder if this is what's really going on. Zack Snyder kind of put something in the middle to try to, kind of throw the audience off maybe a little bit. Is like, hey, maybe this is what I'm going with, or maybe I'm not. Are you gonna overthink it or not? I like the little winks and nods and stuff that we have in this film. Am I saying that this is a great film? No, not at all. Is the acting great? No, I think they do a decent role. Part of the roles like Dave Bautista. I mean, he just seems like what I would expect Dave Bautista to kind of be. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I feel like Dave Bautista is kind of like playing like an action hero version of like Dave Bautista kind of thing. But I will say my favorite is Tig, even though Tig, her comedy is pretty much the same. But that's one of the things when we talked about Star Trek Discovery. One of the things that I would have liked to see is more Tig, and I think I got more Tig in this.
Dude, this film has like so many unnecessary side plots. You take this, oh my god, 2 hours and 38 minutes. This could have had an hour chopped out of it. Easy. Easy. And still told the main plot that needed to be told. I didn't need any of the unnecessary side plots at all. I wanted to just have an enjoyable zombie film. But no, we have to shove this in and we have to shove that in and we have to have this, conflict between these two characters just for the sake of conflict. Oh, nope, this one loves that one. Oh, God, nope, okay. That was stupid and unnecessary. Don't need that scene. Just over and over again in this film, I'm just like, let's just get to the zombie heist part, please.
And it's funny too, you say that there is some like storylines that they're like kind of hinting at in this movie, like, hey, this is what we're gonna go. And then they pull out the rug and like, actually, no, we're not gonna go that route at all. Some of that I think is trying to subvert expectations a little bit. But yes, I agree. The 2 hours, 2.5 hours, it's too long for this film. This film could have been a lot shorter. I think I was actually looking at my watch a little bit when there's like 40 minutes or so left in this film. Like, all right, this is about how much we have left to go in this film and stuff to try to time out and everything too. But yeah, if I would say if there's like two movies that this one made me feel about like together, it's like a mix between Suicide Squad and I Am Legend. I feel like if you put those two stories together, not even cut out a lot of the storylines, just put all the storylines I think of those movies and put them together in a movie, that's what this movie is for me.
Actually, this movie is so derivative of a lot of zombie and other things. I Am Legend is a very obvious like pick. When you watch it, you're like, oh yeah, there's definitely some I Am Legend overtures in there, even though those weren't zombies technically. Honestly, the biggest problem, the biggest detractor for me, is that I just don't care about any of the characters. I don't care about any of them. None of these characters are important. I tried at the very beginning to just say, all right, it's a zombie heist film. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it. But then the characters started doing stupid things, and the story started doing just like, get this in there. And I found myself at the end thinking, I am so sick and tired of this movie. The action scenes for me just weren't that good. They were probably better for you because you saw it in theater. A little bit more bombastic.
Dude, it's the sound, man. The sound.
Yeah,
that's what
the
really
sound.
helps it out.
And honestly, I was expecting more of, I don't know, maybe Army of the Dead to happen, I guess. And you don't really get that until very near the end. And even then, it's like, okay, what do you consider an army, I guess?
To me, I found this movie a little bit more humorous Suicide Squad. Like, kind of what I think a lot of people were hoping with, like, Suicide Squad a little bit. Me, I actually did laugh a bit at this film, whereas, like, Redneck Zombies, I didn't laugh during the film, but I can laugh at it a little bit after the fact. Where this, I think, is the opposite. I had some laughs during the film, but looking back on it, probably not going to laugh too much on it. But I do have to admit, Randall, this movie definitely, got off with a bang.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Although that doesn't make any sense, it still, yes, happened that way. In conclusion, I would say It was very disappointing, and the more I think about it, the more the plot holes happen, and the more it is one of those movies where as soon as I really start thinking on the film instead of just having a reaction, like, you know what, that didn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. I didn't really like this. I didn't like this. The more I dislike it. So even then, I'm trying to just turn my brain off and say, it's a movie about zombies. Please stop overthinking it. But no, if I'm not enjoying myself, what's the point? I do want to give one very particular spoiler out. So if you care about spoilers at all, just turn your brain off for like 5 seconds here, like Randall should have done for the entire movie. Did no one in the entire crew think that it was odd that they needed a safe cracker to open their own safe? No one?
It's not supposed to make sense.
Okay. All right.
Randall, it's like Ocean's 11. We gotta get the crew together. We need all these characters. We need reasons for them to be there.
Ocean's 11 is so much better than this in almost every way.
There is no comparison between this really and Ocean's 11. Not at all. Me, I did enjoy it a little bit more, but like I said at the beginning, part of that was probably because I got to watch it in the theater for the first time. I do not recommend making a trip out to the theater to see this movie. If you're one of those people that's like, you know what, I gotta watch this movie to watch it, go ahead and check it out on Netflix, or go over to a friend's that has Netflix and watch it at their place. That's what I recommend about this film.
Well, we want to know what you guys think about Army of the Dead. If you've seen it, if you saw it in theaters, let us know. Maybe you had a different experience like Matt did. We also have a whole bunch of other movie reviews on our channel. Make sure to go check those out. We also have flashback reviews. We have longer discussions on our call-up episodes, and we even talk about TV shows from time to time.
Also, be sure to check out our Facebook page. We'll always post a day before our videos come out to let you know what the next topic's going to be. And also be sure to check out our new videos when they come out every Monday and Thursday. For now, I'm Matt here in Michigan. Have a good day.
And I'm Randall here in Texas. I'll see everyone next time.
Next time on No Market Media. Please consider checking out some of our other videos.